Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
The Free Nationals.
I've yet to figure out, it sounds so simple, but really deeper than what she's about. What if I trip up? What if I... What would that fix if not send me deeper? It's still yet to be found. Is it worth it in the long run when all is coming short of the crown? We should be together right now. Oh, sneaking in. What happened? What happened? You don't love me now. Sneaking in. Sneaking in. Don't tell me.
Just about ready to go. And today on the hill, Eddie Wood.
Well, if you remember last year, this guy had 19 wins, and that's an impressive number. And hopefully he took into the offseason motivation to get to 20, because anytime you get close to sort of one of those, next level benchmarks and don't get there, it's a good thing because you had a successful season, but it also leaves a kind of a bitter taste in your mouth because you didn't get to that level. So we'll see what kind of chip he pitches with on that shoulder this year.
Will Benson leading things off and takes a strike. And he grounds one to the right side. Shanuel steps on the bag, one up, one down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Number 89 in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Fastball in for a strike. 1-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Thomas sizing it up. And he makes the catch. 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Tristan.
2 outs, base is empty. Now batting Tristan Casas. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Quan settles underneath it. Squeezes it, and that is that. Onto the bottom of the... Eddie Wood, the next Pirate to hit.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Eddie Wood.
First pitch misses. Alcantara, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Hauls it in on the warning track. Throw, and it gets away.
Batting fourth.
Back here at PNC Park, new inning getting started. Now it's Randy Arozarena. That clips the corner. Arozarena goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Next offering is in for a strike. And the right-hander deals. And that's outside. Going to count 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And that's a strike. To the right side. Jimenez throw to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Marcus Semien. That one fouled off.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. And 1-2. Top half of the third inning. Kevin Biggio up to the plate.
For Miami, the third baseman.
And the pitch.
Kevin.
Ball 1, no strikes. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Here's a 1-1.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
And now it's going to be Mason Wynn. Fly ball to right. Kjerstad makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 outs. And at the plate for Miami, Joe Mack. That's off the mark. 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time. 2 down, nobody on. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. The pitch. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Kjerstad makes the catch, and that is that. And the Marlins down quietly. And it remains. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Will Benson.
Number 30.
And the first offering is not close. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. And a pitch. Good eye in that spot. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Gone. He nails one out to right. His first homer of the year, and we're level. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up.
Next offering is fouled back.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And now for the Marlins, Tristan Casas. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
All tied up here in the second game of the series. Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. And now here's the Marlins DH, Randy Arozarena. And first offering is fouled off. One run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch is downstairs. And there's a hit. Taylor Ward, the next up for the Marlins. There's a strike. In the air, right field. Kjerstad should have this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here in Pittsburgh, ready to go for the last half of the inning. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Eddie Wood. And a foul ball.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Ready now for the fifth inning. Here is Marcus Semien. The wind and the pitch. That one off the mark. And that's ball one. Semien, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2011. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. And there's one away. And up next for Miami, Kevin Biggio. 0-1. Gosigi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. The pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
And they get Biggio for the out. And there's 2 away. And the batter now, Mason Wynn. To the right side, Shanuel. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the catcher, Joe Mack. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-1. That catches the corner.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Oh, he gloves it. Fires to first on the run. And they get the out. And at the plate for Miami, Will Benson. That one at triple digits. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay, and he's out.
The times that these guys take infield before ball games, they work on this play right here. And when it comes together perfectly, nice throw to the cutoff man, relay to third. You feel pretty good about cutting that guy off and keeping him from getting a triple and getting an out.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs. Hard hit left side. Abrams tosses to first. Out number 3. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Top of the order.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
The batter, the designated hitter, Eddie Wood.
Up the middle. And that one handled. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Ground ball left side. On to Semien. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. And now for the Marlins, Tristan Casas. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Arozarena in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him swinging. And up next for Miami, Taylor Ward. In there at the knees, strike one.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition. Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's... Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Johan Oviedo. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Eddie Wood. 1 for 3. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And first offering is fouled off. Lopez, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one missed.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Headed towards the corner. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. So 2 down. Here's Jose Ramirez. Hit on the ground to the right side. Casas takes it to the bag. They limit the damage here. Wood with a solid outing on the mound and push them to the walk-off win at the plate. Not bad.
They'll take games like this from him pretty much every time out. He did his part for the team and then some.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the Victoria.
Push.
All eyes on me, all eyes on she, all eyes on us, all eyes on we.
Before they cut you out, then you were missing. Honestly, I thought you weren't allowed. Mais oui, mais non, merci. All eyes on me, you slowly unsee. Tristan is broke, selling his banknote. And then you figure out your courtesy, bliss courtesy. I cut you anyhow. Do it, me. Didn't I tell you then? Didn't I tell you not to stutter? Didn't I tell you when? Didn't I? All eyes on me, I said. What I mean, I said. All eyes on me, I said. I'm not that innocent.
All eyes on me, I'm not innocent, I'm militant. I'm knee deep in this dirty money. I'm breaking bad and I'm vigilant. How could I not benefit? The realest one amongst counterfeit. You can show you how to turn 2 to 4 like.
Next is the Pirates DH, Eddie Wood. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Fouled off. He was late. Just misses. Now 1-2.
It's a good take.
To short, could be 2. Takes it himself for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. And we're back. And the batter now, Eddie Wood. Fat back to work. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Pirates, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat. He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls, so a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Doubled his first time up. Fat checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, this is a real momentum. You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
To the right side, and that one handled. The throw to first, and that will end the inning. And now it's going to be Eddie Wood. 1 for 3. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
First and second, 2 outs. Jose Ramirez, the next Pirate to hit. Trying to keep this a 2-2 game here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball up the middle. They take the force out. That ends the inning. And a 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John. About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta. Welcome to Truist Park. MLB The Show with a good. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Eddie Wood. Ground ball up the middle. The flip to Adames. That's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's Jose Ramirez. Two on, one out. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Move to first.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
The pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Here comes a pitch. In the air, right field. Acuna there. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. Run scores easily, and the Pirates strike first. It's 1-0.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Man in scoring position with two away. Alec Thomas now. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Makes the catch, inning over. One down. And here's the veteran outfielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense.
Now batting, the catcher, Eddie Wood.
And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. And there's a foul ball. Lifted in the air down the left side. That one gets down for a hit.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. So one left for Pittsburgh. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
First baseman,
The Braves trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Popped up. Wood moving under it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Eddie Wood. Inoa back to work. Left field. Happ makes the catch, and there's one gone.
I got to say, Truist Park has a nice old-school feel to it, especially with those great views of the skyline over the outfield walls. And they specifically designed...
So 2 down. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out. And that'll end the inning. Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Eddie Wood.
Hey, get on for us here.
Line drive. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Oh, he's so good about
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Alec.
Bases loaded with one away. Alec Thomas will hit next.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
On the ground. Oh, great stop. Flips it from the ground. That's one. What a double play that was. Here's the catcher to hit, Eddie Wood. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris grabs it on the run. Runner at first with 2 away. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Cody Bellinger. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. Eddie Wood, the next Pirate to hit.
Eddie Wood.
And that one fouled off. Abrams on second. Shanuel at first with no outs. Next pitch way upstairs. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch.
The final line.
Eddie Wood, the next to hit.
The catcher, Eddie Wood.
Hey, stay hot now.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Batting 4th, the third baseman.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Double play ball to second. Albies to second. There's one. On to Olsen. That's 2. Two outs, base is empty. Next offering way off the plate. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. He wrote a terrific piece before the season that detailed his love for baseball.
Yeah,
In the air, left side. Nabs it. Runner tags for home. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double play.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
There's a swing and a drive. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play. And it's
So 2 on with 2 away. And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. Hard ground ball, base knock. Throw, and it gets away. And he's in there as a run scores. Base is empty, 1 away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Eddie Wood. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. And first offering is fouled off. Tate. He's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
Hey, let's go, kid. Here we go.
The 0-2. And they'll do it again. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is. Stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out.
Well, a big win by 8 runs, and when you have that kind of lead, you make it easier for the pitching staff to come out, make their pitches, pitch to contact, and not worry about giving up the lead. So nice job today all the way around to get the W.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 9.
Two outs, nobody on. Eddie Wood now at the plate. And there's a hit. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling.
To second, and he's out. They don't come much closer. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 0-1. And a curve misses outside. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Down the line, and that's a foul ball. Out towards right center field. Acuna after it. He's got it, and there's one down. Two outs, runner at first. Eddie Wood, the next Pirate to hit. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And there's a foul ball. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Olsen makes the catch, and that is that.
Well, a really nice three-game home series sweep. They came out and, from the first game of this series, really had a determination to play fundamentally sound baseball.
Young boy's gonna die.